Welcome to Aptitude for Placements, and my name is Ranjit. I have conducted this aptitude training program at various engineering colleges all over India, and every year thousands of students get placed by attending this aptitude training program. Here you will find all the questions that are commonly encountered in most of the aptitude tests. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of these tests. So just familiarize yourself with all these questions and you will have a clear advantage when you attempt your actual placement test. Let's start. Let us start with the topic averages. Now we'll take some examples. Let us say you have two numbers 2 and 3. Now we need to calculate their average. Now to calculate their average, you have to add up all the numbers. 2 plus 3, 5. By 2 numbers are there, so 5 by 2 gives you 2.5. That is how you calculate the average. So average is calculated as sum of all the numbers, that is you add up all the numbers. 2 plus 3, 5 by 2 numbers are there, so average is calculated as sum of all the numbers divided by number of numbers. Number of numbers means how many numbers are there. So in this case 2 numbers are there, so sum of all the numbers 2 plus 3, 5 by 2 numbers are there, so 5 by 2 gives you 2.5. So you have two numbers 2 and 3 and we know that their average is 2.5. Now both the numbers I am going to increase by 1. So 2 plus 1 gives you 3 and 3 plus 1 gives you 4. Now their average is 3 plus 4, 7 by 2 numbers are there, so 7 by 2 gives you 3.5. So you can see when both the numbers are increased by 1, then their average will also increase by 1. Earlier it was 2.5, now it has become 3.5. We'll take one more example. You have two numbers 2 and 3. We already know their average to be 2.5. Now what I will do is both the numbers I'll increase by 2. So 2 becomes 4 and 3 becomes 5. So let us calculate their average. 4 plus 5 gives you 9. 9 by 2 gives you 4.5. Earlier it was 2.5. When both the numbers were increased by 2, then their average will also increase by 2. From 2.5 it has increased by 2 and now it has become 4.5. So you can see that generally speaking some numbers are there. If all the numbers are increased by 1, then their average will also increase by 1. If all the numbers are increased by x, then their average will also increase by x. If all the numbers are increased by 100, then their average will also increase by 100. Similarly, if all the numbers are decreased by y, then their average will also decrease by y. So this is the basic concept. Now let us look at one more concept. I'll take this example once again. You have two numbers 2 and 3. Now we already know their average to be 2.5. Now I want to increase their average by 1. To increase their average by 1, what you can do is both the numbers you can increase by 1. Or instead of that, any one number you can increase by 2. Instead of increasing both the numbers by 1, any one number you can increase by 2. Now 2 is actually equal to 1 times the number of numbers. Now I'll take another example. You have two numbers 2 and 3. We already know their average to be 2.5. Now I want to increase their average by 2. What you can do is both the numbers you can increase by 2 or any one number you can increase by 4. Now 4 is actually equal to 2 times the number of numbers. So the general theory is like this. Some numbers are there, you want to increase their average by 1. Then all the numbers should be individually increased by 1 or any one number should be increased by 1 times the number of numbers. Then their average will increase by 1. Or even more generally, some numbers are there. You want to increase their average by x. Then each and every number should be individually increased by x or any one number should be increased by x times the number of numbers. Then their average will increase by x. I'll just repeat that. So some numbers are there. You want to increase their average by 1. each and every number should be increased by 1, or any one number should be increased by 1 times the number of numbers. Or even more generally, some numbers are there. You want to increase their average by x. Each and every number should be increased by x, or any one number should be increased by x times the number of numbers. Then their average will increase by x. Let me briefly explain how to prepare for your aptitude test. First of all, you need to familiarize yourself with all the questions that have been worked out here. These are the questions that keep on repeating in many of the aptitude tests. After that, you need to attempt practice tests. According to me, you need to attempt at least 10 practice tests before your actual placement test. Here, I will be giving you 10 practice tests, and these practice tests will be ideal for you to improve your test scores. The 10 practice tests are available at a cost of only Rs 200. So all that you need to do is make a payment of Rs 200 either through Google Pay or through PhonePe or through Paytm, and you will receive the 10 practice tests. The details of the payment comes next.